Hi guys! So today's video is a DIY video. I feel like I'm doing a DIY after like so long. So you know how the tie-dye trend is back and pretty much every high street brand is doing like tie-dye t-shirts, dresses, everything. So I thought why not DIY some? So yeah, this is the first time I've done this and I'm really happy with the way things turned out. So if I could do it in one go, anyone can. I will put all the details on in the description about the tie-dye kit that I got, all of that. And yeah, I just had fun with it. So you'll see how I made this and lots more. Okay, so here are the clothing items that I'm going to work with. It's best to pick white cotton options because they're the easiest to dye. Now, obviously, you can buy loose dyes, but I just found this kit on Amazon that had everything and I just thought it's easier for a first-time dyer like myself, so I got it. But I did want more color options, so I actually got a couple of dyes from their website as well. You can get these on Amazon as well. We'll link everything below. Okay, step 1. Soak your fabric in the fixative powder with some water. All the instructions are clearly mentioned on the box. They also have a video on YouTube, so you know it's really easy to follow. So you just want to add the powder and stir it until it dissolves and then soak all your fabrics in it for about 20 minutes. Post that, just squeeze out the excess water and just set them aside. Now we're going to prep our dyes. We just want to fill some water in all the bottles and shake them before using them. That's how you prep them. Now, when it comes to dyeing patterns, there are a zillion options and tutorials available online. I just went with the 3 basic ones that, most people use because it's my first time and they're the easiest to like kind of achieve. So for the first one, you just want to fold up any t-shirt this way and then make sections with rubber bands like this. The next pattern we're trying is the swirl, which is probably the most common, I think, tie-dye like pattern I've seen. I thought this would be really complicated when I saw the video, but it's actually really easy to achieve. You just take a fork, place it in the center of the t-shirt and give it a nice twirl. And yeah, keep going this way and then secure it with rubber band. Simple, right? Now we have the bunch technique, which is definitely the easiest one. You make random bunches of the fabric and then just secure it with rubber bands. Super easy, anybody can do this. And now if you're in the mood to experiment, you can also just try anything that comes to your mind. So number 4 is just a random like folding and experiment by me because I'm just not following any pattern, just randomly folding and randomly tying with rubber bands. Let's see how it turns out. Now for the actual dyeing process, you're going to need some kind of a grill like this so that the excess color can kind of drip off. I just rummaged around my kitchen and randomly found this old fridge shelf that I'm using. So yeah, this is something you need to be prepped for before you start. So randomly find a grill. So you just want to place the item you want to dye on the grill this way, shake your dye and then just color one section at a time. Use the dye generously so that it soaks right into like all the folds that you've created and then flip it over and do the same. And now after all the excess color drips off, you want to take your garment, put it into a Ziploc bag and seal it for the next 24 hours. So this is basically so that the color actually catches. You want to seal it and set it aside. So basically it's best to follow your rubber band sections and apply different dyes to different sections this way. Section by section is the easiest way to actually go because it also allows the colors to kind of not, merge and mix. And once you're done with one side, you flip it over and repeat on the next side. Now on the bunch pattern, I've actually followed the same format of coloring section wise, but I've also mixed a whole bunch of dyes to create like a darker color since I only had like 5 shades. Also on this one, I'm just doing random sections of different colors without any actual definite design as such. So just play around with the colors as you're dyeing, especially when you're doing like multiple garments because you don't want them all to look the same. So, different patterns, different like colors, different color combinations, so you achieve like different results. So now we're back 24 hours later, basically the next day. We're going to take some dry fix and mix it with water. Basically, this is to prevent the dyes from bleeding when you rinse them out. And then we're going to soak your dyed fabric for about 10 minutes in this. that, you just want to rinse all your fabrics under water until the dye stops bleeding and the water comes out clean. That's it, guys. It's pretty simple, looks complicated, but it's really simple. Now I had a whole bunch of dyes left and I didn't want to waste them, so I pulled out a lot of clothes from my wardrobe and I just thought I'd experiment with different fabrics, colors, and just see how they turn out. So the process is exactly the same as earlier. I'm using the same folding patterns and just experimenting with fabrics and dye combinations. Are you ready to see the final results? Okay, so these three are my absolute favorites. This is the swirl pattern and I love how this turned out. This was the same as the folding pattern that we did with the t-shirt, just changed the colors around and I think it looks pretty cool. So this is actually the same pattern with just 2 colors, so you can see how different it looks. I saw a whole bunch of these slogan tie-dye tees everywhere and I really wanted to try this and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Now it's time to see everything that I made.
I'm OMW, watch me walk away, putting myself on display. 1, 2, 3 a day, I'm on my way. I'ma have you on tiptoes, watching my diamond afterglow. I know you wanna take me home, I'm on my way. OMW, on my way to you, good at what I do. I'm OMW, on my way to you, good at what I do. I'm OMW. They wanna judge me, I'll testify. Catch me on Insta, I'm verified. They want me quiet, I amplify. I'm on my way to the best thing that you've ever seen. You know that you bow to the queen. You lose all your senses and reason. I'll give you something to believe in. OMW, on my way to you, good at what I do. I'm OMW, on my way to you, good at what I do. I'm OMW.
So guys, if you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment below and let me know what your favorite design